Yep. So we have Bloodcross's team. He's with Captain Awesome. They're playing against Dyer and Jay. And then the other side, we have Mike Kirby and Ling Ling versus Dark Blues and Descent. Yo, Mike Kirby, can you play your match on the other open setup? You're against
right there.
Dark Blues and Descent. Yeah. It's either 6 or 8. All right, and then, all right, so I'll stick around for this set too. I'll stick around for this set, then we'll open up singles registration. And, oh, he's adding his DK customs. So we're about to see some of that custom Kong right here. So which strat will win? Will it be the Olimar or Rosalina and Mario just trying to fight him outright versus the super jank that is Game & Watch and Sheik?
Well, we're going to check and see what's going on because the super jank is a team, but we did see Will loading in his DK.
Yep.
All right, so we see Vinny opting here for Sheik. What?
I'm going to start doing registration then.
All right,
you
thank
good to
you,
hold it down?
Yeah, I'll hold it down with Kunsel.
All right,
It's
cool.
fine.
Awesome.
Spooky always holds it down over here. Don't question this man.
All right, so we're going to have Dakota the Rapture. He's going to be doing signups for the singles tournament. In the meantime, we have the winners finals, ladies and gentlemen. And it's going to be all iQHQ. We have Dabuz and Juice.Max, also known as Max Ketchum. And they're up against DK Will and Vinny.
The whole squad up here representing iQHQ for sure.
Yep.
Give me 1 second. I want to. Max, you also don't have a tag on.
I don't think he cares. He's Kira now.
Just making sure. That's all.
So the blue team is going to be Max and Dabuz.
Against Vinny and Will.
Yep.
It should be interesting to see how this plays out and what each team is looking for, because while we saw Vinny and Will up here beforehand with a slightly different team, it was the same story for Dabuz and Max Ketchum.
See if I got the sides right. All right, well, red team is technically in the first port, so we'll do it like this. So it's funny to me, the topic that's been most talked about so far at this tournament has been bucket tactics and Game & Watch craziness. But here in the winners final, I see teams that are more like the normal type of double teams you might see in Brawl and less a Smash 4 specific type of.
Oh, I'd agree with you entirely right now, Spooky. It seems like we're seeing a lot more fundamentals here, a lot of team chemistry, a lot of team combos. It's a lot less of the gimmicky buckets and trying to just fill it up and then maintain spacing. We're definitely seeing people who are playing characters that can turn into 2 1v1 matchups very easily.
So I like that DK Will is trying to control the center of the stage because he's got his tornado punches and his armor moves that can really help him control the center well.
And as we saw right there, solid on that follow-up game. Like we said, less gimmicks and more just straight-up team chemistry. As we see right here, red team getting massive combos as Will extends real hard on Max Ketchum.
And the red team in these situations where it's been 1v1, each teammate fighting against another teammate, the red team has been superior in those situations so far.
And I can definitely see that with the character choice. I am a little bit surprised against the Rosalina, but as right now, the stocks do not lie, and that DK is still hanging out on his first one.
Yep. And that rage is only building up.
And with the way Will plays, he will be around to abuse it. So, but in that moment,
Smash got him.
Max doing a good job there.
Interrupted the tornado throw.
Oh, goodness. And there we go. Vinny, proper setup there against Max. And wow.
Oh, that spike.
The sheer disrespect, not even necessary. And as you see here, blue team trying to set it up with that. Oh, man, that whirlwind up B is so crazy.
You know, I found that at the last Smash attack, people were starting to figure out that that move in particular, as well as the custom up B from Wii Fit Trainer, where it hits multiple times the rings, right? Apparently, if you shield if you power shield right, you can actually interrupt in between the hits.
Okay, that makes perfect sense too, because you can see even when it combos someone, they are a slower succession of hits as opposed to a lot of the other very quick multi-hit options.
Yeah.
So, yet again, as always, seeing that technology starting to develop and people becoming a little less flustered by it. And in the meantime of our breakdown there, Spooky, we see everyone is hanging out on last stock. Max Ketchum with the highest percent right now.
Yes.
Both members of the red team looking absolutely pristine up until Dabuz went and
DK got
smacked that up.
All right.
And wow, goodness. A rough way to close out game 1.
So the teamwork of Will and Vinny there is definitely what got him through that first game.
Most certainly.
The counter pick might hurt them a little bit. We'll see what happens.
And we're going to see, because Vinny and Will are hanging on to the gimmick team, so if it is a stage that does seem to benefit them a little bit more, or they do find a chink in the armor of Dabuz and Max Ketchum, they may be able to abuse it. But for right this second, I'd imagine that red team is going to stay strong, just try and play around the counter pick the best they can and keep up that team synergy, because, I mean, heck, DK was on an absolute rampage there.
Yes. All right, so Dabuz is considering Olimar for game number 2.
And I wonder what Olimar is offering him a bit more of that Rosalina isn't besides character sizing. You know, maybe he felt like he was getting caught up in too many combos or whatnot, but I still feel like Rosalina offers more defensive than Olimar's.
Both of these characters are zoning characters, right? So he could play a similar strategy with either one.
That's true.
We'll see if maybe there's something custom that he's looking for to help him here.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right, so we opt right into FD. Blue team not looking for any of that platform shenanigans to help out Vinny and Will get any setups on their team situation. So right now, we see teams getting separated, people vying for damage.
DK Will got a nice down throw combo there.
And I know for the most part, usually him and Max Ketchum will go, end over end, and Max Ketchum landing the one key hit he needed, that big old knee.
Meanwhile, Vinny is bouncing fishing off of both opponents.
Most certainly. Trying to get a setup there off Will's throw, too, nonetheless. And very entertaining the way they're shark tanking Max a little bit here. They really are looking to take advantage of him. And what they will do is the second they knock him off stage, play a simple keep away at Dabuz to try and take advantage of him. But right
that
there,
was crazy. Did you see that? So DK Will knocked both the opponent and Max and forget it. Too long of an explanation. That was sick.
That was it right there.
That was really sick.
That was pretty solid, though. I definitely dug it, and I know that Will is not going to let that fly.
No,
as we see him already looking
he's not
for
happy
it.
about it.
No one wants to get spiked. No one wants to get hit with that kind of flash.
Back throw.
And goodness gracious, Will just all over the stage. Vinny getting those setups, and Will just putting the hitboxes where they need to be.
Oof. DK lost another stock.
Yes, and in the time, Max Ketchum has done an outstanding job of really getting those kills for blue team, but Olimar stock tanking like a badass right now.
Yeah, actually, Dabuz is holding it down for a blue team right now.
Real hard. And he's going to need
Finally
to.
lost the stock.
Right there, blue team finding their way for a moment, but red team boxing them back up again.
Max tried to get in.
Oh, man. And Dabuz just could not get away from these two as Vinny is just taking turns, hitting each teammate. Red team still dominant on the stage control. Finding their way in a little bit more now. That crazed custom side B from Will.
All right, so Max lost his last stock, and looks like Dabuz did share one with him.
And definitely a very smart option, as we saw. He picked it up very quickly right as Will was getting killed. But Vinny, being the near legless character that he is, can do a very good job, but is well above kill percent right now. And there it is.
Okay.
Setting up that proper bait, left the shield out there to see if Vinny would opt to take that bouncing fish off it. He did, and Dabuz followed up completely properly.
1-1 is the score after that one. This is the winner's final, by the way.
Yes, it is. It most certainly is that winner's final. Both teams doing a great job making it seem that way.
Yeah, so the counter pick of FD turned out to be great for blue team here. But now it's going to be back to the team pick for Vinny and DK Will.
And this should be interesting to see how blue team is going to respond to this, because since Vinny and DK Will came out strong in the first place, a counter pick will kind of just elevate them a little bit more. So blue team just coming off of that victory is going to want to do what they can to keep that momentum and not drop it.
All right, looks like they're going to Battlefield.
Do see some Battlefield coming this way.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right, so Battlefield it is.
And as we see red team opting for those low set platforms yet again, they really have to enjoy the setups that those are offering to them.
Now, I got to say, personally, just coming from the scrub standpoint and not necessarily from a top-level player standpoint, I don't see how this stage is a neutral stage. This stage, to me, feels really unfair for anybody that's got like good tilt combos and craziness like that. Versus the character that's not as it's that, or like a projectile-heavy character, is going to have a lot more trouble. You can't really place your projectiles as well because there's all these platforms in the way that make it easy for your opponent to dodge you. So I feel like this stage favors rushdown characters.
And I can definitely see you on that, Spooky. I mean, it is one of those things, but, you know, the neutral quality just comes from the fact that it is static. It isn't changing its features. It's just allowing you to work with what's there. It's not going to say it's the most balanced.
There's no transitions.
Exactly. You know, there's no hazards on the stage or anything like that. It is giving them just a raw base to work with that isn't going to alter the match mid-match. But I do agree with you. I definitely play a lot of characters that fare very well on Battlefield, and having the opportunity to open up on it right off the bat does give me a huge advantage.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, I think.
Right now, speaking of pretty nice, both teams keeping it rather even right now. Dabuz seems to have lost an early stock, and wow, great follow-up.
Mario's gone too.
Not even giving a chance to breathe there to Vinny. And Will really taking advantage of these platforms for exactly what it is.
Yes.
That up B, very scary. And even scarier when you have a nice little platform to get up and cancel it on to make sure that that massive hitbox is still hanging out.
Yep.
Ooh!
That's the most annoying part about it, is that move already does not have a lot of recovery. When he can choose where he's going to land with it, it gets pretty unfair.
Most certainly, especially when you can string through combos like Will can, and right there, catching me off guard with that DK punch, just throwing people.
Yep.
Even if I don't hit you.
They lose his stock.
And so has Olimar again. So right now, blue team playing from the stock down perspective here in winners finals. And right nice. There.
Oh, you didn't make it back.
No,
that
he did not. But Max trying to even it up there and just not getting what he was looking for. So red team with a huge chance to convert here and move away with the lead.
Another bouncing fish combo from Vinny.
The patented red team as we see here. And oh, wow,
let's
very
jump.
Good.
Oh, that would have been so clean.
That would have been very on point, but just a narrow miss there. And I'm loving that custom down B from Will. Very interesting. Starting the campfire right in front of DK.
So even right now. Will is the only one that still has 2 stocks.
And you see how well what their combination is working towards here, as unfortunately Dabuz finds his way out.
Okay.
And nonetheless, Vinny and Will just keep doing the same thing. One of them comes over the platform while the other one stays underneath it to just set up perfect situations. And
Sick
right
combo.
there, perfect follow-ups as we see red team move up 2-1 against Dabuz and Juice.Max.
It's a 3 out of 5 set, and that's because it is the winners final. Some of the losers are being played out right now. It's, let's see, the teams that are facing off are Bloodcross and Captain Awesome are fighting Dyer, On Fire, and Jay. And then Mike Kirby and Ling Ling are playing FS, Dark Blues, and Descent. So those matches are going on off stream. Oh, did you win? Oh, yeah, you can jump on if you want. Come on, Dyer. All right, so Dyer wants to come into the booth and say hello. No, yeah, you too. You come on in, by all means. All right, guys, so Dyer's going to come hold it down in the booth for a while. I will see you guys in the chat. Enjoy the rest of the doubles, fellas.
Get you with your headset real quick, my man.
What's going on, sir?
Good to see you, my friend.
Yes, it's been a while.
It has been a while. A hot minute.
All right, so fill me in. What do I need to know about this?
All right, so right now we're sitting in winners finals. We're watching Dabuz and Max Ketchum versus Vinnie and Will. Vinnie and Will are up 2-1 right now.
And I see they're showcasing that new smoke bucket team.
Yes, yes. And they
actually very interesting.
It is very interesting, and it was very interesting to see the original jank matchup between that and Lucario and Villager. That was crazy.
Oh, was that Blood Crosses team?
Yes, it was.
Me and my partner actually just advanced over them.
Oh, wow, and that must have been very interesting because we saw nothing but shield breaks all game.
It was tough. We had to be very careful. Anyway, back to the match. So what do we got here? Captain Falcon being very careful.
And taking advantage of one of those Pikmin's hitboxes as he got a little bit of extension on that down air.
All right, Max is playing the match the way he should. He's just staying on his feet. He's sticking to certain hits and just keep it going. Like he's not staying focused on one guy particularly.
And that is sure he definitely needs to stay on his feet because any kind of stationary situations will result in that bucket being flung.
And this high ceiling did not matter with the buzz there. He did take that death.
Olimar still a rather light character, so not going to be able to survive those big vertical hits.
Strange choice of punish by Vinnie. He blocked the down air from Captain Falcon and decided to down smash instead of grab. That was and he kind of missed the down smash.
Yeah, and I was going to say, I'd imagine that's definitely a little bit of sign of people still learning Game & Watch a bit more. Very different in this game.
Ooh, critical back air. Nailed it.
Solid team set up there, but the bucket. And as
that's going to work.
You got to be so careful. You pay attention to one person for slightly too long with a team like this.
That's it. And
shave it right off.
The interesting thing about that strategy is it's not particularly unsafe for them to try that because of the invincibility of that up beam.
And especially since both up Bs are rather invincible during those times, neither player are really putting themselves at disadvantage.
Yes, that was interesting find by this team. It seems to be working out quite well.
And they're very vicious on the ledge. Red team has done it consistently since, I'd say, Game 2 right now, as they manage to always have one person hanging out up top, one person hanging out on the ledge, always fundamentals, but just really seem to capitalize consistently on it.
Yeah, it seems like they have their game plan structured, which is good. Oh, hold both of them in with the grenade. And that's going to kill.
Very interesting. Was that a back air?
Yeah, but I saw the percent.
Yes.
178. That back air actually has some kick to it. Oh, spacing well with those back airs. He's like, what nerf?
Yeah, exactly,
Still
right?
Good.
Just use this to combo now.
Wow, perfect setup. He saw that back throw.
Yep. And that's all it needs too. That's the scariest part about this setup. One stray throw if you're not paying attention, and that will be that. So as we see here.
And the thing is about this team, because I've ran bucket teams before in Brawl, you have to have good peripheral vision. You have to be able to scan the entire stage at once. You can't get too focused on a one-on-one situation.
Exactly, and you have to clean up where it is key.
I know if you caught that chaos that just happened. He pretty much cleared almost the entire stage there.
And his teammate had no worries whatsoever as they're sitting there with plenty of lives to pass around. But now Dabuz is never a slouch. It's a matter of this character right now, so it should be interesting to see what Olimar can do here. Sheik always safe, and Game & Watch wandering around with a bucket is horrifying.
Yeah, and the thing about Olimar in a 2-on-1 situation is that he doesn't necessarily have to get so near you. Intrinsically, this character is just safe, period. So it's still an issue for these guys to take him out. And with Rage, you never know.
And I always find it so interesting with that live wall, he has the option of throwing those Pikmin, gives him so many different hitboxes at a single moment to get around with. It's very crafty.
Very, very nice ledge trump.
And there it was.
He kept his eye trained on it.
And presence of mind. He put the priority on the Game & Watch silently there to make sure he could get the kill because the Game & Watch at that percent could not live for the life of him.
So Dabuz knows what he's doing. He can come back here. This is not over with.
This man definitely looking like he's very comfortable with this matchup, hanging out with those two purple Pikmin nonetheless, too.
And that's going to be it. Oh, no! By the grace of Zeus, he is still alive.
Exactly. And in come those purple Pikmin.
Here we go. This match just got a whole lot scarier.
Most certainly.
But he could hit his partner, so he has to be very careful.
Wow. And so scary right
Sour
there.
spot, up smash, still a threat.
And Vinnie and Will just playing the intimidation game all too well there. Vinnie just floating around, forcing Dabuz to stay away from him, opt for the higher option, get to the ledge. Will right there to follow up. Even with the sour spot, Dabuz being at almost 150 was not going to close it out.
And see, that's what's
hey,
to
Dyer,
me.
I think that your team plays next.
On stream?
Yeah, it's you guys versus Mike Kirby and Ling Ling. That's losers semis, by the way.
Gotcha. And this happens right now?
I believe so, yes.
All right, well.
We will see you soon enough, sir.
Possibly maybe jump back on later. But if not, see you
Good
guys
luck
later.
in the
Yeah,
bracket
thanks for
right
joining
now.
us,
Thank
Dyer.
you for
Good luck,
stopping
sir.
on.
Thank you, guys.
All right, folks. So that was
Good luck,
Dyer,
bro.
Team DA. We're going to see him on the stream in just a minute because he's going to be playing his match up against the team of Mike Kirby and Ling Ling. So we have only a few matches remaining in the doubles tournament. It's Mike Kirby and Ling Ling up against DAJ and DA Dyer on Fire. And then the winners of that will face off against,
Vinny and Will.
yes, Vinny and Will.
Okay.
And then grand finals after that.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
3 matches left. I lied, guys. Since winners finals has already been played.
Winners finals has been played. I take it we are in losers semis as of right now.
Yep, that's
then.
correct. And here's a look at the bracket for the folks at home. Although I got to update this one. It was 3-1 for Will and Vinny, right?
Yes, it was.
All right. Let's get that in
Did
there.
a strong job of closing out that set for a moment.
So we're going to have another great matchup for you guys coming up in just a second. Lose your side. Top 3. This is top 4 right now. So winners guarantee top 3. All right.
And this is where that portion of the bracket where the fangs come out are. You
Oh,
are
yeah,
at the end
they're
of
trying
losers.
to get that money.
Trying to claw your way out of the Shark Tank.
Here comes Mike Kirby.
Making his way. And there's Ling Ling right by his side.
So this is a 2 out of 3 set. All right, looks like we got another victim coming to join us here in the booth, Brian.
We just throwing them on and
Yeah,
off right
all
now,
right.
Spooky.
I'll see you guys in the chat, everyone, in just a minute.
Yo, stream, what's going on? Trent here.
Yes, a friend of mine from the last time I was up
Yeah.
on mic.
Yo, back from the dead. I've been at a tournament for like 2 months now.
Yes.
So it's good to be back, especially with Smash Attack. One of
Oh,
my
of
favorite
course.
venues of all time.
Holding it down. We're sitting here in loser semis right now, as we see. We got Dyer and DAJ waiting to face off against Mike Kirby and Ling Ling.
Yo, when I walked in here, Will, like, said hi and stuff, and he was like, yo, check out this doubles jank.
Yes.
Just make sure to watch. I'm like, okay.